All right, it's been a while, 2 weeks. Last time I did one of these was on my birthday and Max's birthday. Haven't had a whole lot going on the last 2 weeks, so I haven't really felt like doing this. But now I definitely got something that I want to talk about that just happened uh, between the last 2 days. The other day, I got home and this was Friday. Yeah, so Friday night, we got paid on Friday. So I went to the commissary and I got a bunch of groceries. Hopefully, enough food to last me for a couple of weeks. So we'll see. I do like to eat. And then after that, I went out in town to get something to eat, and I stopped at Carl's Jr. They have a Carl's Jr. out here. I think it's hilarious that we've got Carl's Jr. and McDonald's and Burger King just outside the gate. Um, I haven't been to the McDonald's or the Burger King out here, but as far as I understand, their menu is different. Carl's Jr. menu here looks pretty similar than the one back in the states, except they sell beer out here. Saw some Heineken and some Bud Light, but I'm getting off topic. That's not really what I want to talk about. But anyways, I go, I get my food, I come here, and I'm sitting down, uh, watching some YouTube, eating my big disgusting burger. It's delicious, but when I say disgusting, I'm fat, so it's disgusting. So I'm eating this burger, checking Facebook, and I see something. I'm not going to reveal the identity of this person because I don't think that is what really matters. Um, but so I'm looking through, and there's somebody on there who has a Facebook post that concerns me. It said that they're feeling hopeless. Now, over the last couple of months, I myself have gotten to a point where I'm just like, what's next? It's not a good feeling. It's not a good place to be. Um, so I sent him a message on Facebook, hey man, what's going on? How are you doing? And we had pretty lengthy conversation over Facebook for the next however many minutes. I don't remember how long it was, right? But basically, so it's a guy I know. He got out of the Navy and he's going to school, right? And he's also working. Just got laid off, uh, and he's having a hard time figuring out like how he's going to make it, right? And he actually said that he was hungry. And I'm sitting here with my cheeseburger, and it's like it brought me home a couple of different places because I can identify with getting laid off. Before the Navy, I was laid off twice, and if I didn't have my parents' support, I don't know what I would have done because I was living with them while I was going through the divorce and all that stuff. But he doesn't have any of that. I don't remember where this guy's from, but he's not from Washington. He's living in Seattle, going to school. Anyways, at least I don't think he is. Maybe he is. I don't think he. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Anyways, uh, so I'm talking back and forth with him, and he says these things, and it kind of triggers me a little bit. Like number one, I'm concerned about him because like all the statistics up there, um, it's like I got to talk to this guy, figure out what's going on. Um, anyways, he said that he was hungry, and it's like it like it clicked. I reached out to my Group 7 Chiefs mess, and I was like, hey, I need some help. I've got this former sailor of mine that needs help. And then, no question, I had a couple people hit me up, say, hey, we want to help. So we took, uh, so my wife, she went out and she bought this kid some food from Walmart, and she actually brought it over to him today. And so we're at least able to help him in that regards. He still has to do things for himself, like go out there, find more employment, work with the VA and whoever else he goes to. I'm gonna keep tabs on him. I don't really say this to bring attention to myself because that's not what this is about. Um, I have a vested interest in this particular person, and I really care about him. And I don't want to see anything bad happen to him. I want him to get through and just move on and you know pick himself up and be better for this. But in order for him to do that, you know, he's got to want the help, and then people out there have to like see that he needs the help and actually help him. So I saw that on Facebook, and I was like, well, I gotta do something about this. There's a lot of talk about, oh, help, support the troops, support your veterans, and there are a lot of groups out there that do great things, but you don't really hear about people, and maybe I'm just not hearing it and being ignorant about it, but you don't really hear a lot of stories where um, someone saw a specific person in need, and actually reached out and did something for that specific person, which I think we need more of that. Like I don't have a lot of money, um, so me by myself, I can't do much, but combined with other people, if we pool our skills together and pool our resources together, we can really make a difference. So I think, my wife went out and bought groceries. He's a little guy, so uh, he's probably got at least a month's worth of food now. So he doesn't have to worry about food, and that's amazing to me. He shot me a message back. Was very appreciative of it, which that's great. I'm glad to hear that, but it's not what it's about. And I'm just hoping that maybe someone will hear this and be inspired to go and do something for someone else. Um, I can't tell you how it would have made me feel and if I would have missed that message and then seen another message with submarine dolphins with a ribbon around it. Um, which I'm not saying that's where this kid is, because I don't know. I haven't seen him in at least a year, maybe 2 years. But I do know that uh, 21 every single day. So even and that's a real statistic. Uh, and it's not a statistic, right? There are real faces behind those numbers. I know two people personally, um, and when you see things like that, like you got to do something. So again, it's me. I'm not trying to say this is about me. Look at what I did, because I believe that there are a lot of people out there that would do the same, and it's proof because I had two people at my command chip in, and then there were people back home that were part of my last command that are still friends with Amanda that helped out. So combined, we got this kid $300 worth of groceries, and my kids wanted to get him Krispy Kreme, so he's got some Krispy Kreme, um, and it's it's a good story, and I wanted to share. Um, so yeah, I don't know what else to really say. Um, I know that this is gonna go on Facebook, so man, maybe I should cut that out. No, I'm not gonna cut it out. It's fine. But anyways, that was that. So my wife dropped off the food this morning, maybe this afternoon, something like that. So, um, um, but that's just that. He still needs help figuring out a way forward with employment. So you know, yeah, I hope he does well. So if you're out there, right, and you're watching this, the like 8 or 9 people that do, um, don't be afraid to ask for help. That's the big thing, right? Like there's no everyone has been in that spot, right? Everyone has been in at a place where they need something. So number one, don't be afraid to ask for help. And it doesn't even really need to be like I'm in a financial situation, help me out, or like I lost my job, or I'm going through a divorce, or like whatever the situation is. There are so many different things out there that are stressful, and we need help with. So, and there are so many different programs out there to help, right? It could be, the person that you work with that could help you out. It could be, if you're in the Navy, there's like Military One Source. There's so many different things. But even if you're not, there's so many programs out there. So don't be afraid. And then, if you're sitting at a spot where you are able to help somebody out every single time, seize that opportunity to do it. And it doesn't have to be give this person money or buy them food. It could be, how are you doing? It just so happened that I just got paid, right? So of course I'm gonna try and help this kid out, but as little as, just listening, talking to him, you know, showing, like, sympathizing, drawing from your own experiences. I don't know what else to say. I think I probably said it. Yeah. All right.